comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying.
Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
My name is Benedetta Mshana from Tanzania.
I'm Vanessa Chiluda from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania.
I'm James Mwanga from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania.
I'm Juma from Tanzania.
My name is Talinta from Dar es Salaam, Tanzania.
Hello, my name is Elvis Matoya. I'm from Uganda, but I'm Kenyan.
I am Shiga Ganatra and I'm from Dar es Salaam.
After 2015, I hope to see youth engage themselves in making a better world for themselves, not wait around for people to decide what's going to happen to our lives.
Actually, the world I want a world whereby there won't be poverty in it. I want a world whereby the poor and the rich will share the same transport. I want a world whereby the rich and the poor will live in the same area. I want a world where there won't be the words rich and poor. That's the world I want.
We want the world that youth initiative can be taken into consideration in all social aspects of life.
My dreams is to see the world which will be free from carbon dioxide emissions.
I'm a part of the UK delegation and part of the Climate Change and Development Caucus. I will be discussing how we inspire the Commonwealth and the rest of the world through our modern electricity generation processes, such as use of windmills and hydroelectric power instead of fossil fuels, to make this world a better place not only for us, but the future generations.
In the world of peace and harmony. Whenever peace prevails, anywhere and any peace is likely to bring whatever we want as development, justice, people being treated fair and all that, and people to get whatever they need, as long as their human rights are being honored.
I want a world with youth who know themselves, youth who are confident and who can stand in front of people and be confident from whom they are, and like Tanzanians, people from China, people from South Africa, to be proud of their culture, to be able to express themselves as them, not to imitate others' culture. And
I would wish to see this world where especially the youth do not suffer from unemployment. And I will not blame for not bringing these employment opportunities, but I would wish to see the education curriculums are revised in such a way that to emphasize on action-oriented curriculum, which actually will help these students after their graduation to possibly employ themselves in the private sector.
It's a world which has equality in gender, has no poverty and hunger, because I am sure that this world is full of resources, it's full of potential, but we do not have the leaders that can lead us into attaining that status we need as a human being, you know, because it saddens me to hear that in a country full of resources and minerals and vast resources, it's me to hear that people are dying of hunger while other countries have surplus production and food is decaying in other countries. So I really want to envision a world which does not have these incidents and which has a better arena for everybody to give out their potential to the heart.
What I would like to see is that the world which people have sustainable education, the education that allows people to employ themselves and also to employ others. So we want to see something like a sustainable world in everything. That is what I would want to see.
I want to see after 2015, I want to see a world that youth engage themselves and participate fully in decision making. A world that youth becomes the agents of changes and not youth become just people who are affected by the decision made by the elders. I want to see a society with active youth, with active engagement in the economic activities, a youth with a stable economic basis, and I want to see a world with a southern Saharan developed. Yeah, I wanted to see a world that has an equal integrity in the north and the south. The level of economic should be equal.
As a passionate geographist, I want to see a world that is greener. Okay, globalization and modernization, development should take place. However, at the same time, large businesses should adapt eco-friendly policies. For example, large industries, they emit carbon dioxide emissions and they've polluted the environment immensely. However, I believe there are alternative methods of production that are eco-friendly and should be implemented in each and every country. Also, the fact that the youth wasn't consulted, I believe is very unfair, but now, in the post-2015, I believe that we're privileged enough to have our voice to be heard. I urge every single youth in the audience to raise their voices. We are the recipients of these goals. Why shouldn't we be the makers also? If we're the recipients, we're the makers also. We shouldn't let other people take over our decisions. They don't know what we want. You know what you want. So you speak. Also, as Ban Ki-moon said, nothing about us, nothing about the youth without the youth. Because nobody else knows what you want. So speak up and go online and fill up the form and tell us what you want.
I expect to see a world that is better for us all, because if it will be good for us all, it will benefit all of us. I expect to see a world that is better, greener, full of peace, harmony, and avoiding racism in our society. As Ban Ki-moon said, nothing about us without us.
I'd like to see a world where settling of disputes and conflicts is there immediately when the problem arises, and not waiting until problems become large and causing wars and destruction of properties, killing of people. We observe that many countries in the world are now fighting, and some countries like Somalia, some countries in the Arab countries, Libya and Egypt, all those countries, the situations are not good just because of disputes. Now, how do you expect to eradicate poverty when you have such situations? How do you expect to improve maternal health when you have that situation? How do you expect to develop global partnership for development when you don't have peace? Therefore, I urge the society in the world, and I'd like to see this in the post-2015 agenda, that the world should be able to settle disputes and policies that will enable settling of disputes as immediate as possible, so as to prevent occurrence of disputes.
Us to stand on our own feet and have our own say in what's going on in our world.